Hello friends, welcome to our channel. This is the place where you get all the motivational stories. The stories that will inspire you, the stories that will make you think and will motivate you. So do subscribe to get notified whenever we post a new video. Once upon a time in a beautiful forest far away from home, there were a group of frogs living in a big pond. The pond was very beautiful. It was surrounded by green trees and colorful flowers. All the frogs were happy in their pond. They would jump and play in the water all day long. But as time passed, some frogs started feeling that there must be something more in life than just sitting in this pond and doing nothing. One day they decided to travel and see the world outside the woods. So one day a group of companion frogs set off on an adventure through the woods. They were excited to explore the unknown. As they were jumping over logs and splashing through streams, two of them suddenly fell in a deep pit. The other frogs gathered around the pit. They looked down and saw how deep the bottom was. After seeing how deep the pit was, they lost all hope for their friend who had fallen into it. They started yelling, "Oh my God, this pit is too deep. You can't come out of it." But the two frogs inside the pit were trying their best to jump out. Even though the frogs in the pit were trying hard to get out, the ones outside kept telling them to give up. They said things like, "You can't come out of it. Why don't you just give up and accept your fate? It's no use trying to get out. You'll never make it." Despite their efforts, one of the frogs started believing them. He slowly stopped trying and eventually gave up, falling down to his death. The other frog, however, kept trying as hard as he could to jump out. The crowd of frogs continued to yell at him, telling him to stop his painful and futile efforts and just accept his fate. But he ignored them. After several attempts, he jumped as hard as he could and finally made it out of the pit. When he got out, the other frogs asked him in surprise, "Did you even hear what we were saying? You were completely surrounded by the pit, and it was obvious that you couldn't escape. We were shouting at the top of our lungs. Why didn't you give up?" To their surprise, the frog replied that he was not able to hear them clearly because he was thief. He could not hear words from that distance. However, seeing their gestures, he felt they were encouraging him to come out of the pit. So he made all his best effort and finally succeeded. Once upon a time, there were two friends who decided to go on a journey together. On their journey, they encountered many challenges and obstacles that tested their friendship and determination. They faced storms that threatened to tear them apart, but they held on tight to their belief in each other. Eventually, they reached the end of their journey, and when they looked back, they realized that they had only moved forward because they had believed in themselves and each other. Friends, if we reflect on our lives, then we will find that as we work towards our goals, we often hear two types of whys from the people around us. Those that encourages us and those that discourages us. Unfortunately, discouraging words tend to be more common when we move towards our goal. People may criticize and try to steer us away from our pasts. The influence of these words on our actions and beliefs is significant. If we pay attention to encouraging words and motivation, we can continue to move forward. However, if we focus on negative feedback and criticism, we might stop progressing and give up. The choice of what to listen to is crucial. This is beautifully illustrated in the story of the two frogs. One frog, influenced by the discouraging words, gave up and did not survive. The other frog, who was mistakenly thought that the cries from above were cheers of encouragement. This belief motivated him to keep trying until he succeeded. It demonstrates the power of Bell. Our beliefs can shape our reality. If we believe we are capable, we act with confidence and can overcome challenges. On the other hand, if we doubt our abilities, we might fail, even if we are capable. Therefore, it is important to focus on our goals, believe in our capabilities, and ignore the negativity that can dead us. This will help us find the strength to push through challenges and achieve what might seem impossible to others. So friends, in your life, focus on your goals and just move forward. Don't listen to those who say you cannot do it. Just prove them wrong. It's just like the second frog. If you keep moving forward, one day you will look back and smile at everything that has ever tried to hold you back. We hope you liked the story. If you did, do hit the like button, and also don't forget to share it with your loved ones. We will see you in the next video. Till then, take care and bye-bye.